What's up, stickheads? So, got all the rough in on the electrical done, which I think by the time you see this video, maybe not, we'll see, but that'll probably all be done. But anyway, so basically, we need to get these things filling up while I'm still working. So that way, by the time that I'm ready to fire it up, we should have some water in these tanks, at least some of them, to get it going for the rock. So basically, I just want to go over the RO DI setup. So there was a water line running, I think I had mentioned, to a outside spigot over there. So it was basically shooting across the ceiling, 1/2 inch. I like to run 3/4, but 1/2 inch was available, so I'm gonna take it without, getting crazy and trying to find a 3/4. I'm not worried about it. If it's not enough pressure, I'll run a booster pump. I don't even care. But so basically all we did was put a T. I cut that line, put a T, and then shot it over, and then put a 90. Remember, it's all those SharkBite quick connects, so it just literally took minutes. And then I just ran it down, which right now it's a little sloppy just because I don't have my containers. They're still at the other farm, but whenever I get those all in place, I'll maybe reroute this, tighten it up, make it look a little cleaner. But this is basically what we did. We dropped it down, put a T, then we got a 90, then a ball valve, then a spigot, okay? And I could have just put one valve right here, but the 2 gives you more control, if you want to just run one unit, or, say one of them's broken or down or something happens, you can still run the other one. So I always like to do 2 and just run them separate. So that's basically what we did. A T, 90, you got a valve, spigot, got a 1/4 inch to 3/4 female going to the RO units. And I have 2 7-stage. So that's one unit, that's one unit, and it's basically goes in and goes through a 1 micron sediment block, which I'm going to modify this also. I like to run a little more carbon blocks on my DI or RO setup. But for right now, this is how it comes from bulk resupply. So this is how I'm going to run it just to do the initial fill, and then whenever I get the rest of my equipment down here, we'll go ahead and modify it a little bit more, and I'll do like a sediment filter and probably 3 or 4 carbon filters, and then probably 6 DI, all in line. I like to go a little overboard with it just cause. But so right now, yeah, it's basically one micron sediment filter. Then we got 2 1 micron chloramine. I'm running the Pentex. I like them somewhat. They're expensive, really expensive compared to like bulk reef universal filters, the 1 micron. But I've always used those and I like them. They've gone up in price so much though. They've like almost tripled. So we might figure something out in the future. But for right now, I just wanted to run those because I'm comfortable with them. But then it shoots over, and it's got 3 chambers of DI resin. I always run mixed bed. So after this is exhausted, I'll run 3 mixed beds. Because I think one of them only pulls out like calcium and something else. So I don't know. I've always been fine with the mixed bed. So later I'll run 3 mixed beds. But yeah, this is basically the same thing on the other side. We do have the TDS meter coming out, so you can see the in the DI and then the output of the DI right there. So pretty simple stuff. I like to run a lot of filters, but this will be good for the initial setup. But we got right now just blue line running to my drain. It is black water, but we're running the blue line because I don't have enough right now. But it's got the 2 membranes, so it goes through the 1, and then all your black water will shoot through the 2nd. So that makes it a little more efficient. It's supposed to be, instead of 75 gallons a day, you're supposed to get 150. I don't know how true that is. I don't feel like, you know, I could pump out 300 gallons in one day off of this, but that could be pressure as well. You know, maybe if you ran more pressure in the front end of it, you could probably crank that out. But anyway, I've never ran booster pumps. I like it just, you know, as long as the pressure's like up 50, 60 PSI or whatever right in there, it's usually fine, which I don't know what I'm gonna get right now. We'll actually be able to see it here in just a second. But the point of this video was just to kind of show you, like I said, right now is a mess. You got all this lines and everything. It'll all clean up whenever I get my reservoirs in right here. And then I'll mount them up permanently and all that good stuff. But we just got to get some water in it. So I'm just, like I said, I'm just dropping this thing down. I mean, it's low. It's sitting like 3 foot or something. But yeah, I wanted you guys to witness the very first drop of water going into this farm here. So we're gonna turn our valves on. Hopefully I don't have any leaks. I've already checked all the PEX, even up in the attic, everything. There's no leaks there, no leaks in the valves, nothing. So it boils down to the RO DI units, which it wouldn't surprise me if there's a little leak or something, which I don't even know. Which way is this valve down here? Oh, and we got a leak. Okay, all right, we got a leak. Okay. Got to tighten it up a little more here. Let me get my tripod. Let's go get the tripod. Okay, we're back. Let's get this tightened up. See if this leaks. And she's still leaking. Okay. What do we got going on? Why is she leaking? Gasket was in place. That should get it. Let's see what happens here. Okay, I got that one. I'm sure the other one's gonna leak, so I'm just gonna go ahead and be proactive and tighten it up before it leaks. I know I got some big old channel locks. I have all my tools back in the old house. I should have brought a lot more tools, but it's fine. Make do with what we got. Tighten this bad baby up. That should be good. Check this one. Think we're good. We should be having, I'm gonna stop this so I can turn. All right, hopefully we don't have any leaks down in the canisters and stuff. We will see, but right now it's just filling up the chambers, working its way through. But we should be having water here very shortly. So let's just see. I hear it going down the drain in there. So it's going through the membrane. Now it's about to travel into the DI resin. and go through a few of those chambers. So we're looking at probably another 30 seconds or so, maybe less. And we should start having output on these. Probably gonna be some air trapped at first because they're brand new, so it might spit out. Oh, I can feel it. I can feel something coming. Okay, come on, baby. Come on, big bad baby. Show me what you got. I feel it. I hear it in the drain.
I can hear it.
You hear it, huh? It's going in the drain. So we got black water. Let's see if we got some purified coming out here. I said 30 seconds. I was a little off, I guess. It's a slow process. Got both those valves on. Come on, bad baby. Spit that water. Spit that nice purified 0 TDS water. Come on. I hear it really pouring out of the black side. No valves I'm missing, right? Don't think so. When are you coming out, buddy? I hear a lot of black water. Oh, there we go. There's one. She's a rockin'. Do we have another? I turned that other one on and oh, there we go. She's filling. She's a filling. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So now we got our water going. Don't know how long it's gonna take. It is going pretty good. That is some good flow. So it might hit the 300 gallon a day. I don't know. That's pretty good flow. Oh, it smells weird.
Oh yeah.
What is that smell? Why does it smell like that?
Maybe because it's suspended.
Maybe so. That's a weird smell. Not really quite sure why she smells like that, but it's starting to go away. That must have just been maybe from the membrane or the resin. I don't know what would smell like that. Anyway, all right, reefers. That was the first water. We are getting her wet. She's getting wet. Traveling down. I got that down by the waterfall, so she's traveling on down. Anyway, stay tuned, stickheads. Okay, so it's been about 30 minutes or so. We got good flow here. We are flowing. I don't know if it's just because my old filtration was old. I mean, I've added, sections and things, but the actual canisters and all that, it's super old. So maybe it's just because all the lines are new and, these things get a little bit of lining inside all the lines of I don't know what it is, like a biofilm or a sediment film, something, but over time they kind of start to not plug up, but lose their inner diameter. Maybe that's it. I don't know, but we're getting good flow for a 1/2 inch, pipe that I tapped. I'm pretty happy with it. Our pressure is sitting really nice. We're at like 70 something. Little high, but I had the builder, I didn't have him knock the pressure down to the house. Now this is, it could be because this was an upstairs pipe that was ran, so maybe they ran a 1 inch up or something, so we're getting a little more pressure. But as this is a brand new neighborhood, so as the neighborhood gets developed, the pressure is going to go down from all the houses and stuff. But we're getting a lot of pressure right now. TDS is in. We're getting 8, which isn't great. I'd like to see that like 2 to 4 ppm, but our output's 0, so that's good. This is just a cheap TDS meter too. I mean, I'm sure there's microscopic TDS getting in there for sure. I think there's been studies on that in the reefing community, that these cheap TDS meters, they're not 100% precise, but we're doing good. We got, I don't know, man, maybe 1 inch of water in that first chamber going all the way down. It's not leaking into the second chamber, which is good. That means I can fill this first chamber up, I believe. We do have a low spot on this end, which I was aware of, and I can stick my finger in there. It's not great. This is a low spot in the concrete. It's a little bit of low spot right here. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do about that, because I don't want to put a bunch of pressure on that middle seam, if this is just kind of floating. And I'm not sure that this pink styrofoam, this pink insulation foam will compress. It's 2 inches, but that's about 1 inch gap. It's like 3. My phone totally died on me, guys, but yeah, anyway, I was rambling. Stay tuned, reefers.